Okay. So, my name is Calvin. I'm coming now.
My phone. Go and bring it now on my phone.
If you want to say anything, you have to unmute yourself. So, my name is Calvin. And then most of you have heard my voice before or have seen me share my profits. Whatever I say here today, I want to give you guys 1 minute to get your writing material because future is a quite complicated section of crypto market. And you need to document everything, even though we have a video, but you have to document most of the things I'm going to say here. So this class will be divided into 3 sections. And each section will last for 20 minutes each. That means 1 hour, maximum of 1 hour. The first 20 minutes will be basically on theory. The next 20 minutes will basically on, the next 20 minutes, we will base it on for our practical sections. And then the last part will be for our question and answer section. So let's begin. Today, our topic, which is Binance Future Trading Bible, everything you have to know about Binance Future. And it's presented by Crypto Curves company, and I'm representing them today. So what is Binance Future, or what is crypto future trading? Usually, crypto future allows traders to buy or sell Bitcoin at a predetermined price. So future at a predetermined price at any point in the future, be it short or long. That is, it's this key feature here that allows future to give you the ability to go short or long. That means you can make profit when the market is dropping, and you can also make profit when the market is rising, because it's just like Bet Niger, for example, or a betting shop. For example, when you bet Real Madrid to win Chelsea, or Chelsea to win Real Madrid. In this aspect now, you have 2 outcomes, either short or long, same as either Real Madrid to win or, so if you bet Real Madrid to win, then you will make a profit. But if you bet Chelsea to win and then Real Madrid wins, automatically you have lost your money. So that is what future is all about. Future, when it comes to trading, we have what we call sports market, future market, P2P market. Future market falls under the option market. We have different kinds of option market. Others are like option contracts anyway. So here, that is why it's called a contract. The buyers of the contract is obliged to buy the asset when the contract expires, whereas the sellers is obliged to provide the needed, should I call it? Wait, whereas I'm coming, give me a minute. The sellers are obliged to provide it. So here, because it's a contract, it means we have 2 types of future trading. We have the future perpetual and then the quarterly. For example, quarterly are like, quarterly, as you already know, is 4. So after 4 months, even whether you are making profit or not, the contract will automatically expire. That means if you are making profit, a contract will automatically, or your trade will your open trade will automatically, even if it's not open, it will automatically close. But if you go for what we call future perpetual in this aspect means forever. You can hold a trade for 10 years, 20 years until you die under the future section, as long as you don't get liquidated. So these are the two major future trading types we have. And then what is the advantages of trading crypto futures? The first one is you make money in bear markets, whether you want it or. Let me, for example, I'm sharing my screen. I'm coming, just give me a minute. You make money. Another one way is you make money when you are losing too. So let's, here, for example, okay, I'm already on the Crypto Academy. If you look at this place now, this is our class with my students. You can see here, Femi, it's making, this is future trading. This is an example of future trading under Binance. Here now we call it long. He's longing this market. In this aspect now, he's predicting that this coin will rise. So if you look at this place now, his entry was here, 0.5147. And then his last price, which is like when he screenshot this stuff or exit, is 0.526. You can see the difference from 4.6 to 6.2. It's not even just 4.6. I forgot this. That means in total, approximately, let's just use approximation. Approximately, he has made close to, let's say, 113 pimp. Let's just call it, just approximate. Let's just approximate it like this. 113 pimp move. That means when you add this to his entry, this is the current price of his profit. Then if you multiply this by the amount of coin, let's say he bought 10,000 pieces of this coin. If you multiply this by the this coin, this is 0. This should be 0.1. If you multiply it by 10,000, that means close, in a close range, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 10. He will be making bam, bam, for just this small move. If, I'm not sure about, because I'm not using calculator, but let's say he's either making $1,130 or $1,000 or $11,300. If you multiply it with a calculator, you get the accurate profit he has made. So with this is how future operates. That is the one of the beautiful things. You can make money. Now he's making money through long, and then he can also make money when the market is going short. It doesn't mean, let's see, this is his profit. I think someone posted short here, or is it in the other group? 49. Okay. Here is short again from him. Now the market is bearish and he's still making his profit. It doesn't mean when the market is going there, because it's a contract. It's just like a bet, Niger. When the market is going and you predict that the market will fall and the market actually falls, you will make money. Look at here now, for example, his entry was 4.6480. Now, the current price when he screenshot this was 4.56. 4.6 is always greater than 4.5. So if you check this now, multiply by the amount of coin he picked, he's already making huge profit. So this is one of the ways we make money through future. So you can make money Even if the market is going up, you can also make money, even if the market is dropping. So that is the beautiful thing about future. And then I think this was when I caught some signal for them yesterday, and the analysis. And then you can see here, you can also make huge money, very huge profit from future once you get your entry right. If you look at here, I almost made close to 1,000 pimp. And 1,000 pimp is a great move when you multiply it with the amount of coin you have. And then if you look at here now, another great thing about future is you don't, even though we have future trading fees, you don't get to pay Binance commissions, let's say 2% or 3%. They already have their fixed charges for you using their future, except trading fee. That one is normal for every trading fee, is different from commission. You should know that trading fee is different. It's just like when you're trading gas, or we call it gas price in crypto. So it's not like brokers. When you make profits, you share the commission, 10%, 50%, or even when you are losing, before they close it, they will at least collect their commission. And then another thing about it, because it's like we have what we call mark price and last price. If you're using the mark price, it's guaranteed reduced strip rate. Even if the market flashes down, it won't have an effect on you immediately. Or when you're buying, your spread won't be that much. And then another good thing about future is that it gives us the opportunity to leverage any amount, especially when it comes to BTC. Like I'm going to discuss what leverage is all about when we get to that aspect. It allows us to leverage very huge amount, like 125x and co, especially BTC. I think BTC has the highest leverage. Then we also have some disadvantages when it comes to future trading. I've been saying the advantage. One of the disadvantages of using future is liquidation. Liquidation means you convert, whenever you liquidate an asset, you totally convert it. That means, let me just stop it because liquidation has a lot of, in future, when you get liquidated, all the money you have. So basically, before you trade the future, we have future wallet and spot wallet. Under future wallet, the money you have for a particular trade is called margin, your initial margin. So at that point, if you don't use your risks or you don't manage your risk properly, like the amount of coin you have to pick, your entry and all this stuff, a little move against you will get you liquidated, because especially not every trade you open that will get you liquidated. If you open a trade with 1x, even if Bitcoin goes to 0, you will never get liquidated. I will discuss about that later, but there's a high chances if you use 50x like me. If you use 50x and you don't, because 50x, for example, is 50 multiplied by any amount or capital you have on that your Binance Future wallet. Let's say you have $100. $100 times 50 is just like, if $100, if you times it by 50, it's just like 50, I think. It's just like 5,000, which is, in this aspect now, your capital has been multiplied by 50 times, which we now raise your capital from just $100 to $5,000, which under no circumstances you would have had such money to trade. But Binance will not allow you to lose more than that $100 you have. So that is where liquidation comes in. Once you are losing and you lose something like 900, once you lose something like 98, at $80, you will be signaled to increase your margin ratio or reduce your open trade. If you don't do anything about it, at 99, they won't allow you to clock, because you have to pay the trading fee, the future trading fee. They won't allow you to clock 100%. As long as you're getting to 99, the trade will automatically liquidate you. You will lose all that money. So that is one of the risks. Normally, when it comes to financial risks, we have many kinds of risks. And an example of it is, an example of such risks is what we call, let me try to present this thing full screen so that you guys can see. An example is what we call market risks. So when we talk about market risks here, what do we mean? This market risk is usually how the market moves. Because when you are in the crypto market, you can't tell what will happen next unless you already, if you're good at technical analysis. Let's say, for example, you already identify the support zones. I'm going to show you guys that. We already identified the support zones and all those stuff. So in order to mitigate this type or minimize this type of risks, we use what we call the stop loss or stop limit order. So this stop loss helps you to not get liquidated, because if you have let's say you have that $100 now, and you don't set your stop loss, and the market goes against you in a huge way, automatically you will get liquidated automatically. And once you get liquidated, I have to keep this class very short. And once you get liquidated, what will happen next? Once you get liquidated, you can trade, but once you have your stop loss, highest you're going to lose, let's say $4. With losing just $4, you still have great opportunity to come back and make another $50 from the $100 you have already, which is very, very important to take. Or even losing $10. If you lose $10 of out of $100, you still have what? You still have $90, which is very, very good. So the next step is liquidation risk. Liquidation risk can be mitigated in two ways anyway, but the major ways to liquidate it is, first thing you have to bear in mind is reducing the trading volume. So usually, trading volume I mean here is the amount of coin you have. Sorry, that is amount of coin. Then another way to do this is by reducing or by trading coins with high trading volume. Coins with high trading volume here, example, like coins who have a lot of people under them, which have a lot of purchase, like Bitcoin. These ones, Bitcoin cannot just flash from $40 to $20, but we have coins that are under 0.0 something, with a little, in crypto we call it the market capitalization of a coin. Coins with little market cap, with little people into it, they can just, one way can come and buy everything and then dump everything at once. So in order to avoid quick liquidation, there are three ways to do that. One, you trade high crypto. The next thing is avoid opening, especially on future, avoid opening coins with huge amount or the size of coin being more than 5x. The next step is set your stop loss. The next risk we have is what we call credit risk. This one is more like trading with coin, exchanges that are not known, or no, let me don't call them exchanges that are not used or trusted by major people, major investors. For example, if Elon Musk wants to buy crypto now. He goes to Binance, he goes to Coinbase Pro. He won't be looking for something like Jedge. He does. Nobody. Those those little exchanges could be hacked anytime. So in order to avoid credit risk, that means you lose all your money. You are advised to trade under top exchanges. And then we have what the operation risks. This one is like if you put all your money in one crypto. If it dumps on you, it dumps on you. But when it comes to trading, you're advised to diversify your your capital. Let's say you place some on some coins, and then you place some under the future aspect. And then the last one, which is the systematic risk. This one is also like, it's just like when under your portfolio, not just picking one coin, investing in a lot of coins with potentials, coins that won't dump on you anyhow. Coins that even when they dump, they will rise back. So turn on your mic. Let's have a little fun before we go over to the real trade and the practical aspect. So I want you guys to answer this question. It was shared in my group today. When you are in profit and deciding what to do next, what should you do? I need answers from you guys. Come on, you can just turn up your mic and then speak up.
For me, I'll go for great stop loss.
Okay.
If I know the coin will still move forward, as in it will still be very bullish, I'll go for straight stop loss so that the potential of having more will be there.
Okay. You go for stop loss. Okay, that is good. Where's? Which of the stop loss are you going to use?
Trading stop loss or else?
I'll break even.
No, you can't break even. Just use trading stop loss.
So
what was it called?
Allow her to speak her mind. You just say yours. Alex, wait a little bit. Let others say their minds. Who else? Let's see.
For me, I will like throw my stop loss and I will set another take profit higher than that.
You will do your stop loss what?
Like I'll shift my stop loss to take profit 1, then I'll adjust my take profit to maybe take profit 3 or 4.
Okay.
That is if market is good, like it's still bullish.
Great. Okay. The next person, what are you going to do? Who else? We have add to position. You can add to position means opening another position. Take profit means you close everything or you close partially. Then trailing stop loss means you set a stop loss that if the coin drops to that point, if the trailing stop loss means this is calculated in percentage. If the coin drops by, let's say, 5% from your trailing stop loss, it will automatically close. For example, let's say you are making $200 already. You get me? And then in that $200, it was like 200% under your return of investment. If your trading stop loss is 10%, that means if the return of investment goes from 200 to 190, automatically the trading stop loss will close the whole trade. That means you will take profit. Then wait, you become more greedy and everything gets back to zero. So I need one more answer, or 1 or 2 more answers. Well, just say what you will do. Let's say you're already making, let's make up a scenario. Let's say you're already making $50.
I
And
got that.
yes.
Go on, boss. Let me to distract you. Like explain what I explained, boss.
Okay, let's say you are making $50 already, and then in that trade, let me don't make up scenario first because I'll have to explain it. And then that $50, you have stayed in that trade for, let's say, 8 hours before you made this $50. What is your last option? I'm looking for a good answer here, a more specific answer, like someone who does technical analysis, not just.
All right, boss. Are you there, boss?
Okay.
I'm making $50. First of all, I'll cut my profits. I can make 50%. I will take 50% profit from the what's it called profit I'm making. At least I'll
Yes.
take 25%, or I take 25% or 50% from it. Then
Yeah.
adjust my stop loss. Look forward to the trading. If it will keep going higher, like bullish, then I'll still be in profit, and I will adjust my stop loss. Even though you want to dump or the trade want to go against my analysis or my prediction, even if I'm to be in maybe like it should just cost maybe 10% from the profit I have left.
That is good. That is another way to look at it. Yes, I always use that one, especially when you're trading with your phone and you have not analyzed the market. So
Yes.
from technical aspect, there's no one option for that. Here it's based on scenario. Do you get me? For example, if look at this trade now, I am in escape. Look at this trade. I already exited the trade. Look at this trade now, GMT. Let me zoom in. If you look, I drew two types of, it's the same pattern. It's the same pattern, but you can see here, it had a minor inside pattern, which it broke, came back and did a retest. You can see it. At this point, I drew this stuff a long time ago. You can see I drew in between the line. If this question was asked here at this final one, because of all these swings, you can see they are doing all these small swings. Once they get to the big one, they will return back. You can see how fast this one is returning now. If here will be my final take profit. This is my final take profit. Automatically, it's going to close for me. So if it was here for that $50 or $100 or $1,000 or $2,000 or even $50,000, I will automatically close my trade here. It's correct when you close your trade here. If the trade was somewhere here, yeah, here we call it the demand zone. Here was the demand zone. If the trade, why did I call here demand zone? If you look at this place, this swing was like 1, 2, 3. They were doing like, if it's not moving, like they are not moving, it will drop and comes to the, and then if you look at the way I drew this stuff, I try to connect from here, swing here, breakthrough, swing. If you look, my way of drawing patterns are different from the way you guys draw pattern. I draw pattern based on swing, highest point of swings, lowest point of, that is lower low and higher high. And then sometimes inside the pattern, there is a pattern. I told someone to draw this stuff. I gave the person assignment. The person already drew something from the middle here. I told him he was wrong. He was surprised. If you look at this place, I drew two because of my trading experience. I already know that inside the pattern, there's always a pattern. Inside this triangular pattern you can see here now, like a descending triangle, there's still another pattern here. We call this cup and handle. This from here like this, look, it went like this and then drop like a handle before pushing up. We call this a cup. If you look, it's like a C. Whenever you see a C, inverted C is more dangerous.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, let me
Kelvin की meeting में हूँ
let's call it U,
सुनोगे
not C. like this, it's going like this. Let me try to annotate it. If you look, this pattern was going like this. If I draw it properly, it was like this. It's like a U. We call it cup and handle. If you see something like this, it's more dangerous. You will see him drop immediately. So based on that stuff, if it was here, I'll close on my trade. If it was here, for example, I will just move my stop loss somewhere here. Do you get it now? Then, if it was here, after this breakout, and then the retest was perfect, and then we had something like bullish engulfing somewhere here. At this point now, here now, what I will say is trailing stop loss. Do you get it? Do you get it now? So if you want to answer the question based on technical aspect, not by what you think, by what the market is giving you, then there's another option, which is if your trading plan tells you to close the trade once you make it. Can you mute yourself? If your trading plan tells you to take profit once it's $50, close the trade, even if it's here. Do you get it? That is another way to look at it technically. That means you already know how to master yourself. Then another way to look at it is if the market is not sure and the coin is not sure, just like Wallace said, you take profit gradually. I might close 50 at this point. For me, at this point, I will close 50%. Even though there was a retest, you don't know if it's going to break in. I'm going to close like 25% or 50% here. Here, based on this place, based on this here now is a great retest. If ever this coin is going to retest, should retest somewhere here before booming up. If it doesn't, that means it's going to retest somewhere here. So at this place, I'll get my 25% again. Then here, everything. You guys get it? So it depends on the scenario, but there's always but in the crypto aspect. Do not close your trade based on what you think. I've seen many people close trade. Let's say they entered here and the trade swing back to this place without even, let's say they entered here, the trade has not touched their stop loss. They will close it. Actually here, there is no, this is only here now, you can confirm that this is like a double bottom. Then at this point now, at this point here, it's a breakout. If you see, whenever there is a breakout, there's always a huge pump. At this point now, there is a breakout. If I trade this thing with bullish engulfing on breakout, you will see that my next step
Boss, your voice is not.
Oh, sorry guys, sorry. I muted myself. What? Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, yes.
So let me begin again. I was under the hedge mode. So here is future. Under Binance, this is Binance homepage. Under Binance, we have we have other markets, but we have three major types of markets. And they are spot market, P2P market, and future market. These are the most three used crypto markets under Binance. Here, by default, when you go to the market section, markets, well, let me try to annotate it. This is homepage. This is our homepage. If you go to the market section here, you can see the spots, as I just mentioned. And then I already clicked on it. Under this spot, these are my favorite coins that I always trade. You can see the future market. You can see here, this is spot. So what does spot mean? Spot means the money you have at that spot, just as the name is. And if you have $5 under your Binance spot wallet, it's just that $5 you can use for a trade. If it is 1,000, it's just that 1,000. But under future, we have what we call leverage. And then there is something you guys have to take note of. Every coin on future.
Hi, Leader Kelvin, no voice on your side. We can't hear your voice.
Are you sure?
But
I can
But
hear
I-
Kevin on my side.
I think you guys have to try to, if you can hear me, just refresh your browser, please. So, as I was explaining, these are the two major markets. So let me show you guys what I was trying to say. This is future market. You can see like what I explained before, we have future, perpetual, and then quarterly. Perpetual means like everlasting, you can hold a coin for everlasting. If you look under the future market, it has very limited coins. Okay, let's go under the futures aspect. That was my favorite. You can see it has the coins are not as much. You can see it was easy for me to get to the end of it. And then future, we have USDT margin future and coin margin future. USDT or USD futures, because you can also deposit BUSDT under the USD, and you can also deposit USDT under USD. If you want to, let's say you have Bitcoin now, and what you want to deposit under your future is Bitcoin. What you're going to deposit, you're going to use what we call coin here, coin M future section. Then if you want to deposit to your USD, and I normally use like stable coins, and you know the reasons already. So they are USD. So here, and then you can see they now categorize the USD market into like newly listed, monthly new all-time highs and other stuff. And then we have metaverse coins. If you want to trade metaverse coins, GMT and Gala and all, these ones are like metaverse coins. So this one is pure metaverse coins are here. And then we have layer one. And then if you look at all this stuff, let's go to without segregating it, let's go to their complete market. You will see it's very little. But if you come to spot section, for example, under the USDT spot section, or even BTC, you will see a lot of coins. Can you see? A lot of, I think under Binance, we have more than 240 coins listed. You can see I'm still scrolling. I have not gotten to the end. But if that was future, it's very limited. Just look, it's already. So every coin on future is on spot, but not all coins on spot is on future. So take note of this. So whenever I give a signal to both premium, free, academy or our investment side, you can always trade it on spot if you're afraid of future. Technical analysis doesn't mean you have to apply it on future. No. Though future market is quite a little bit lagging behind when you compare it to spot market. Let me give you an example. Here, for example, let's pick a coin under the spot section. Let's go, a coin that I know that is under the future, GMT, for example. GMT is on future. If you look at here now on the spot section, GMT is at 2.34479 under the spot section. Let's go to GMT. Here now you can see it's 3.362, and then here is already 3.45. Just take note, I'm not mentioning about two. Here now I mean 2.345 on the spot. 345, take note of that. But here it's just 2.344. It's lacking behind with 100 pimp. So the only key difference between, this is the same coin now. The only little difference is most of the times future lags behind a little bit with some pimps. Spot might be pumping, pia, pia, pia. One of the reasons here is because of the calculations I'm using is the mark price. So under this feature, we have what we call the last price. Last price, for example, are calculated based on, let's say, the last price on spot. Let me use spot so that I won't make it complicated. The last price on spot. Why the mark price are done when you calculate the let's say, they get an average of 4 different exchanges and then produce what, like in different exchanges, what the same price they have, they now get an average for the mark price. Others say they can hear me. Why? Okay, let's do this once more. I have to unmute myself. Let's see if, and then unmute her. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Mute me, sorry. I'm only unmuting myself. I've forgotten I was sharing with.
Okay, sorry, if you can't hear him, just go to disconnect audio. Disconnect and connect again. It happens.
Yeah, I think you have to disconnect and connect your audio again. Thanks for that. So if you look at my screen now, as I was saying, future lags behind a little bit. So sometimes a coin will flash down on the spot. Yeah. Future will not flash with it, especially if you're using the mark price. Remember this. So my very first setting on future is usually mark price. So this is future interface. On your Binance application, how do you locate the future section? So I'm under here now, I'm under what we call the spot homepage. So under the footer section, go for the future. You will see market trades and future. Now, under this feature, you see this is what most of you use. Do you get me? This is what most of you guys use. For a minute, so I can get back my annotation. Aha. This is what most of you guys use. But if you look at this place now, I'm going to tweak this interface to look a little bit different. But before then, let me explain some things. First, the number one thing is cross mode. So we have 2 modes, cross and isolate. Take note of this, cross, isolate. Isolate, for example, it's here, you can see it, isolate and cross. I love using cross. Isolate here means that capital, before you trade the future, the first thing we do is to transfer fund from spot wallet or any of the wallet to future USDT wallet. So let me do that before I explain this. So, okay, I think I have an open, I can't even see the open trade, so when you come here under your wallet section, click on transfer. For this class, we are going to use 100 USDT, as I said before, just for this class. Click on transfer here. Once you click on transfer, then I'm coming. I'm coming, my stuff is trying to give me some headache. Sorry for that. I think my phone is overheating. Okay. Sorry guys for that, my phone is overheating for sharing the screen. So I've turned on the icon. It's weird. It's like a very big screen phone, so it overheats when I write on the screen a lot. If you look at this place, and then I've been using it before the class. If you look at here now, the first thing you do, you click on transfer, as I was trying to say. Once you click on transfer, you will see from spot wallet to funding. No, change it to, remember what I told you guys, we have USD margin future and coin margin future. I'm not transferring coin, I'm transferring USDT. So I'll click on USD from spot to US, then I'll change this thing from BTC to USDT. I'll click on 100. Let's say we are going in with 100. The minimum I'll encourage you to transfer in is $10. Yes, 10 times 10 is 100. 10 times 50 is 500. So, but in this, because of this class, let me just place it at $100. So if you are so afraid that you are not good at setting stop loss, there's no need for you to transfer a huge fund into your future. You can just transfer $10. Use it as a stop loss. If you liquidate, let it liquidate. Do you get it? If you're not good at transferring, you only do that when you are opening just a trade, let's say one coin. But if in this aspect, I'm going to show you guys how to manipulate the future share. We'll confirm transfer, and then we get back to our future market. So even under this place, if you go under the futures section, you can see like the stuffs here, but just use the future below. Then we have isolate. Currently, I have a trade open. I think I can see the trade. I don't know if it's like clicked in already. I think it's clicked in already. I have to refresh this page before I can say it. But nevertheless, we have isolate. What does this isolate mean? I have to be fast. Isolate here means you are isolating it, like this $100 I transferred now. If I move to isolate any coin that I open now, let's say if the coin, the required initial margin balance I should have for that trade is $10, they will only isolate $10. So my liquidation would only happen when that $10, when my loss is equivalent to that $10. In other words, the remaining $90 will not be liquidated. But under a cross section, if my loss gets to $10, because it's under cross, it will continue all the way to 11, to 12, to $80, to $90, all the way to my liquidation. That is what cross is. But being a pro, the reason I use cross mode is most of the times I can open 10 to 15 trades and they'll all be in profit. You can't do that on isolate because immediately you isolate a fund, for example, the $100, they don't care about your profit or loss. The remaining 90, if you isolate another $10, by the time you are done, let's say, by the time you are done isolating 5 trades, that $100 are gone. But on cross, I can use my profit. Let's say I open a trade now and I'm making $200. I can use that $200 to open 50 coins on future. Because of what? I'm crossing my capital, my future margin. That means I'm also trading with the $100 I deposited plus the 200 I'm already making as a profit. That means in total, my initial margin balance will now be 300. It's very complicated. Don't forget, if I'm losing, there was a trade I shared to my premium group one day. They were so surprised. I opened 8 trades and the liquidation was close to nothing. Yeah, I know most of those coins were like $50 each. 8 of them was already 400. Then I had like one booming. So cross, you only use cross when you're already a pro. And I already use cross during bullish trends. Sorry, I already opened 10 to 20 trades or 8 different trades during bullish. Once the market is ranging or bearish, I don't try it. Because during bullish, when Bitcoin was doing from $30 to $60, then $60,000, you could easily open a trade and you see huge profit, which is very, very good. So I always use cross. So you can always set, if you are new, use isolate. Or even if you use cross, you can just be depositing $10. Practice with 10. I always tell my students, if you can accumulate $10 all the way to $100, that $10, if you can do it, believe me, if I give you $100, you can move that $100. Like last week, I had last 3 weeks, I had a challenge with someone. He was trying to see, okay, yes, you say you're good, you are good at spot trading. Here, I want you to open this trade, which he checked my history on future. I said, open this trade with just $100. Let me see how much you're going to make in 5 days or 6 days. In 6 days to 7 days, I came back with $2,000 with just $100. I called him on Zoom like this. I closed the trade in front of him. He was wowed. It's not a magic. Those ones are technical analysis aspect, entry, knowing how to manipulate future, knowing what liquidation, knowing how to open which coin, fundamental anomaly, which coin to trade, which coin will give you huge profit, which coin will move. It was fucking beautiful. You know, I don't like challenge because whenever I take challenge, I always win anyway. If I don't win, I scatter everything, jokes. So this is cross for me. This is cross trading. So I always use cross, so I will confirm. Then the next thing here is I don't use this. This is what we call one-way mode. Here now, you can only go short for the same coin. You can't go short and long for the same coin. Let me give you an example now. Let me give you an example. I don't care if I'm losing. This is just for this class. Let's say we are going to buy this coin. You guys should give me 1 minute. I have to reopen my Binance. And then I have to clear my cache. Security setting. Oh, so So here now, for example, let's say I open this trade now. If you see here, I'm under the limit. It's going to open 556 GMT. If I click on buy, it's already bought. It's bought because 72 is higher than 48.54. If you look at here now, it looks like I'm making profit, but in reality, I'm losing. So this is future now. Let's say we are in the practical aspect now, take note. Let's say, for example, look now, I'm already losing 1 point. That is the funny thing about future. This $100 now, if I go to the spot section, this is GMT. I bought 556 this thing. If I go to this place now to buy GMT with 100 USDT, you will see the only thing I can afford is this 32. This 42.5 GMT. That is the only thing my 100 USDT could afford. But under here, under the features section, I have 556 GMT, and I'm making 0.71 cent or 1.94 this thing. But here now, for example, if I want to open short simultaneously, I can't. For this the same trade, it's not going to open. You see, it automatically closed my previous trade and now open another trade with 1,390, which is bad. This is not what I was planning to do. So the stuff I was planning to do is the ability to open short and long on the same coin, on the same trade. That is what we call hedge mode. Now, to locate the hedge mode, we go to this place, you click on these three dots. Under these three dots, we call it, you go to the preference, look for your preference. Position mode setting. I will now move from this position mode setting to hedge mode. Here now, I will show you guys the tricks. It's another way to run away from liquidation. Look, hedge mode. We are 36 now. I think this coin is quite pumping very well. Let's see. I haven't made quite good bucks. Here, 564 GMT. 564. We are going long now. If you see here, my liquidation is, this is the liquidation. If this coin gets to this place, I'll get liquidated. 2.19387. So if I feel like the market is going to drop now, what next should I do? I will now open a short. The previous short was 565. Here now, 565, open a short. It's not going to click in now. The market is dropping very fast. Okay, it's opened already. If you look now, my liquidation is, my liquidation is quite very, I'm making profit in the both ways. If the first one is GMT long, so if it is going long, I'll be making profit. If it is dropping, I'll be making profit. But the trick here is, because my long, it's a little bit lower than my entry for short, I'm locking 2.27 profit. And then my liquidation here would be 9 point, instead of 2.1 before, now my liquidation is $9.6, which GMT has not attempted, and I'm not sure when it's going to attempt 9.6. That means it might even take it 4 to 5 months before I get liquidated. I only use this when, let's say I open a trade. Let me give you an example. I opened a trade, and then the trade started going very well, and I'm already making like, let's say 1,000 profit, and I felt like this trade will go higher than this. Is another way. Then for me to like scalp the short, the retracement, I will just enter a short immediately. Let's say I make like 10 bucks, 50 bucks, 200 bucks. Once I make that box, I close it and then continue the long journey. Do you get? Even though I'm going to place a trading stop loss, but I use this to make like good profit. So here now, it's possible to be making profit on GMT, long and short simultaneously. Believe me, most people that do crypto academy, they don't know anything about. They will never teach you something like this because they are not good at. If you master this hedge mode very well, you will never get liquidated. Believe me. If you master this hedge mode very well, you will never get liquidated. It's something most people don't know. Even though I'm not supposed to share this information with the free students here, it's usually for my premium student. And then let's continue on this open trade now. Everything, I'm not going to close, and even if we are losing or making profit, I'm not going to close this place, this trade, but I can educate you guys on everything from here. So here now, if you look at this place on my screen, let's now discuss the other aspect, what we call leverage. Bagam. So the available amount on my future account currently is 55.21 USDT. So I already took 40 something to open that 2 trades you saw there. So then this leverage now here is, we call it multiplying factor. That $100 I had, I transferred to my future. 100 times 50, okay. If I use, because it's not set like this automatically, you have to set it by yourself. If you click on it, if I use 1x here, okay, I was trying to open a stuff. If I use 1x here now, for example, maybe because okay, it's GMT, sorry. I already have an open GMT. Let's find another coin. That's why it's giving me those notifications. You can see this coin by default is 20x RSR. If I move it downwards, let's see the magic now. I'm under 1x here, 1x. That means here now, it means 1 times 55. 1 times 55, if I click 100%, if I slide to 100%, you will see that the only coin, the amount of coin I can open is just 3,960 RSR. Then if I move to 2x, for example, that was 39, 2x 100%. If you see now, that is 2 times the former one, which will give me 79. If I now go to 10x, so it's going to be, we call it multiplying factor. 10x, from that 7,900 now, let's slide to 100 now. You will see now, I can afford, just from 7,900, I cannot afford 38,000. Sorry, I cannot afford 38,710 pieces of this coin for just 10x. So let's see now, the higher you go when it comes to leverage, the 50 is usually maximum for small coins. BTC will have up to 125. You see now, from that 38, we can now slide. We are now having 178,000 from that. You can see the magic there. So here it means leverage. Okay, for example, Binance, you are telling Binance, I want to borrow 50 times of my initial capital. Yes, Binance will say, yes, I'm going to give you this 50,000, but we will never let you lose. We will never let you lose your initial capital. So you have to take note of this. You have to really take note of this, which is something very, very beautiful. And then most mistake you guys do is, I see people slide 100%. If you slide 100% and open a trade, believe me, your liquidation will be so. Let's see, let's try a lock. Okay, it looks like this coin is going to go down, but let's give it a try. Let's slide. I don't want to go 100%, even though it's dropping very fast, very, very fast. It's dropping faster than I even thought. I know I should have gone short, but I prefer to go long in this aspect. Look at that coin now, RSI. I bought 190,000 pieces of this coin. Look at the small moves from 2 to 0.17. I'm already making 2.93. You can say 300, 324, 3.4. Do not be moved by this. The thing you have to take note is here is my liquidation. Look at my entry. My liquidation is here. Look at my entry. My entry is my entry is 0.014002, but my liquidation is very fucking close, 0.13. In fact, once there's any negative 200 pimp, if the coin drops very fast, which happens a lot of times, I will get liquidated, clear? So in order to reduce my risk now, and you can see my risk at 46, if I'm making more profit, this risk here, if I'm making more profit, this risk here will be changing in number. If I'm losing, it will be decreasing. You can see if it's going up $6.26 now, it's quite easy to make. If you know how to enter, it's quite easy to make profit. You can see it's now 47 point, and then I'm losing. If it's going down more, you will see the risk will keep on increasing all the way to 80%, and then you get liquidated. So in order to reduce this risk now, yeah, we are in $8. Close at least 50%. Let's close this $3 and go home with it. It's going to cover our loss here. You can see now my risk has reduced, my liquidation has reduced, and the size of coin I have has reduced also. If I close another 50%, you will see my risk now is no longer showing something like yellow color. It's now showing I'm within a healthy range. I'm within a healthy range, and then liquidation. My liquidation is very, very high. Now, if I don't want to close this trade, what am I going to do? We will now, that is where what we call stop loss comes in. Stop loss, this is live trading practice. We're already making profit here, and we already closed some profit from it. Looking at the way it's dumping, I have not checked the chart to see. First, you have to check the chart. This is a pin bar, a pin candlestick. It's anticipated to at least go up, but none of this stuff has crossed in our MACD. We can wait if we want to wait. If it's going to pull back, if it's going to do a healthy pullback, it's expected to touch somewhere here. It's expected to touch somewhere here. It's going to do a healthy pullback somewhere there before going up again, which is close to our entry. So in order not to lose from this profit I'm making already, I can come here and set my stop loss. We call it breaking even, 0.14002. Here now, my stop loss, the price is equivalent to my entry price. Entry is equivalent to my entry price. And then you see, I don't have any profit. So this button I just click now, you can enter a take profit and a stop loss simultaneously from this place. I can enter, this is my stop loss. So stop loss, you can also break even once you are making profit. Click on confirm. Then if I want to enter my final take profit, I can just come here, the same place I clicked here, the same place I clicked for here, stop loss. I can click it to enter my take profit. Let's say my target for this trip, I didn't do any technical analysis on this, so I'm just using presumption. 0.5. If you see at 0.5, if the coin ever goes to 0.5, I'm going to make 47.57 USDT. 47.57 USDT. Take note of that. 47.57 USDT. I can decide to sell 50. You can sell 50 or 50%. I can decide to sell 50 at this price and then set another 50 for another price. That is when we now take profit in different ranges. I can decide to take profit at, remember the stop loss and take profit we were trying to implement the previous time. The stop loss, I was trying to set the take profit, the stop loss already broke even. In this aspect, I didn't lose any money. You can see it was triggered. So that is the work of stop loss and take profit. So as I was saying, it came down, and though we have closed we have made some profit. Remember what I told you guys before, that if it's going to do a healthy, this is an indicator, we call it indicator trading, it's a technical analysis. I told you it's going to come here. It's going to touch it before pushing up, if it's going to push up. But looking at this place here, just crossed, that means it has more tendencies of dropping down. This is 1 minute anyway. We don't use 1 minute to give final say, stop annotations. You can see it's dropping down because 1 minute has this. My students, they already know what I mean by this MACD indicator, when to sell and when to. But this is 1 minute. We have to go to 5 minutes and 15 minutes. Okay, this here is already a rejection. Here is already a rejection. So it's good for quick short. If you want to short it and then make quick money, you just short it. So like this now, I can easily go and pick a trade, enter the trade. I can come here and then, yeah, let's say this class, let's enjoy some money. 84, open a short. Oh shit, 84 was down to 64. I can see GMT fucking us up. So I told you it locked here now. My profit here is, no matter how far this coin goes or how high it goes, it locks a profit of $2. If you minus this and this, the total profit will be like $2. So I will never lose because of the difference in my entry. Then the next one is the short, this one. The one I entered at 84. It's now going back to 390. Crypto, there's something you have to know. Whenever you enter a crypto, unless the market is being pumped immediately, you will always see something like a red 0.08, 0.1, 0.5, -$2. It has nothing to do with where your stop loss will be. The stop loss is based on your technical analysis. And then there's one thing there's one thing about entering a trade at the middle. If you look at this place, I didn't pick out the stop loss entry, the short properly. Here now, under this 1 minute, if we should analyze it technically, this looks like this. It looks like that. For me to confirm that this is a short, it has to break somewhere here. If I draw it properly, it has to break here. Then I can enter a short here. Here now, we are still under this trend line. That means, and then it's above the trend line. It's still showing bullish. It has to break. If I was to trade it based on technical analysis aspect, I have to wait. I have to really wait for the trade to at least break this structure if I want to analyze based on 1 minute. But if you switch over to 5 minutes, you will see it's a different game. If you switch over to 15 minutes, it's also a different game, which is still showing bearish in this aspect. If had it been I wanted to trade it under 15 minutes, which is the most accurate way to enter a trade. 15 minutes, if I wanted to enter this trade, I could have entered the short here. This is where my MACD indicated a sell signal. If I bought this stuff, let's say somewhere here, my stop loss will be here. If my entry was somewhere here for short, my stop loss will be here above the last swing. Remember, crypto always does swing at their own will. Or I can enter somewhere here once the trend is broken. And something like this hammer here, you can see a hammer hitting it down. Then my take profit, I don't always trade with my phone. I always like trading. I always doing analysis. I always like doing my analysis with my laptop because it gives me a clear picture. On my phone, it's always difficult to see a clear picture of the market. This entry here is just for the class. Please don't enter the market like this. You can see I'm losing. Don't enter the market like that. And then we can easily close now and then we'll lose a little bit money, even though the market is still showing bearish. But if you look at here, it's going to show red, show green, show red, show green. If had it been I picked the right entry, by now I should not be worried about if it is still showing red. I should only be worried about where should I set the nearest stop loss, or where should I set my trailing stop loss, or where should I close my take profit. So with this now, we have discussed about leverage. You have understood what leverage is and the available balance. In crypto, you make money if the market is dropping, just like here, even though we are losing here. But on GMT, here now, on GMT, you can see we are making money from our short, $5.54. This place was just, this coin here was just for the, this GMT here at 2.9 was just for the class to show you guys how to leverage and then what is going to do to your liquidation. Unlike this one now. Unlike this one too, I can still open, don't do that. We only use this. I only use hedge mode to move out of danger. I don't just use it to open 2 trades to safety. It's only when the market is going against me. Or the best time I use it is if I'm already making profit. If I'm already making profit and I feel like the market is going to retrace before pushing up more, that is the only time I use hedge mode. Or if the market suddenly pumps down and I know that if I close this trade, I will lose a huge capital, I'll just enter short to lock that loss. Wait, were you guys listening? Were you guys, wait, was my voice clear before? Can you hear me? Just unmute yourself, then later you mute yourself.
Yes, yes.
Okay, I thought like I was just, I know quite hard that I'm going to make profit from the RSI, but it was like a wrong entry. So look at this GMT now. So that in order to avoid this mistake, if I want to close this trade, there are 2 ways to close this trade. Either that I close it now and then close my shorts to lock up the profit, or I will wait to a point that I know that, let's say this trade might go down, I might be having negative $50 here and be having positive $60 here of the same coin. They will cancel out. I will have $10 profit. At that point that I feel like the market is going to reverse, then I can buy more GMT. I can buy more GMT to bring down my entry. These are just technical aspects of trading. Anyway, these are for my premium students. Yeah? Look at this place that I'm not afraid of reputation. I'm not afraid because the only thing that could repudiate me is my GMT, but the GMT is not fucking up. This RSI now is really going against the plan because of 5 minutes is about to cross. My student already knows what I'm trying to explain. The 5 minutes is about to cross. That is why it has not crossed. That is why it's still, even though the KDG is showing a sign of it coming close today, I can decide to close this RSR now and then go home with this profit in peace. Or I will state a stop loss. A stop loss that will be equivalent to that profit that I just took. 39, my entry was 398, let's say 399. Let's see, okay, 399. I'll be losing a little bit amount of money. So that is GM. Even here now, I told you, we locked $2. That means our profit, no matter how bad this GMT goes against my market, I will always have a locked $2 profit. remember what I said, I will always have a locked $2 profit, which is bad. I could have been making clean $11 now. Then let's lock this one. This one has stop loss already. Even if this market is going against you, I can still set a stop loss. Let's say if I set a stop loss at, if I lose all the way to $10, let it close 2.36, 2.34. Let me see what $11, 2.34 will be fine. 2.34. Then the take profit for this one too will be 2.34. That will be around $14. Now I can go and sleep in peace. Take profit for this one is 2.34. Since this one, if it goes up, I'm going to make profit. I don't have to worry. So the real stop loss for this one should be my entry, 2.365. You can see me still setting stop loss and every shit. With this trade, I'm already making profit. It's very important you always set your take profit and stop loss. So I've shown you guys how to manipulate the market, and then you can see I have my short and open simultaneously. Then this place determines how much of a trade you want to open. Here now, for example, you can go for 25, 50, 75, and then 100. The safest way, don't be like me, don't behave like me. I'm quite different. I'm used to the market. I have already known what to do. I'm not emotionally manipulated by the market. I stay patient enough to take my profit where I want. The safe thing to do once you get in, start with $10. You are practicing, you are not yet a pro trader. Then move your leverage to maximum of 10x, minimum of 1x, at least on average of 5x. Then when you come here, pick 50% or 25%, or even, it depends on the amount under your margin. If you deposit like $1,000, there's no need for you going for 50x. If you deposit like $1,000, you can just go for 5x. That means 5 times 5% of your 5 times 18 USDT that is left here. This is very, very simple. You can see our GMT going against us, doing us shaggy. That is script. Okay, for example, if I was not on hedge mode, I could have been losing 10 GMT now. Let's say I was sleeping, and then what we deposited was $100. Automatically, I've lost $100 for not using the proper analysis entry. That means out of that $100, now if I close this trade now, I will have what? $90. But if had it been, I only went short, and that was the right entry, then if I close this trade, what will be my profit? My profit will be $12. $12 plus $100 will be what? $112. You close and then you come back again. Let's say you come back if you don't have patience, but if you feel like if we analyze this thing and feel like GMT is still going to dump more, we can leave GMT, we can close half and then leave half to continue. Do you get the logic now? Just like here now, he's trying to pull back. The 5 minutes is about to cross. So you will see it. My stop loss was here. It's already closed by itself. That is the work of stop loss. Then you see a notification after some minutes. You see a notification. And then you can see my RSI has closed. And then my GMT too, because my take profit has hit. It automatically closed. The way I set it stop loss. So now let's go and see what we have as our balance. You can see now that our balance now, from that $100, it was, I think I had like few $2 in it before. Is it few two? Yeah, I already made $9. This is, if it was not for the hedge mode, I could have been losing $10. So profit is profit. Now I have $109. I can now go do the proper technical analysis and now re-enter this trade that just closed now. The next thing I have to teach you guys is You don't have to use 50. You can enter the amount of coin, pick the amount. You can, oh, our trade has closed. I would have shown you guys something. Or you can pick, you can enter 100 pieces of RSI. You can enter 10,000. It doesn't matter. You can increase your leverage so you can have maximum amount of that coin you open. Let's go back to GMT. I like GMT because it pumps very fast and dumps very fast. Let's say, for example, what is the possibility of GMT returning back upwards? It's very, very narrow for GMT to get back. It's having more tendency to get below. I don't want to go for 1,000. I want to go for 8,000. Okay. No, 8,000 GMT is so. For this class, because we might have huge dump against us, we are waiting for it. Then once you buy a trade, it goes to what we call open order. Under this open order, it's going to wait until it gets to your turn before the coin fills. And I think we enter this trade at 2.33900. So it's going to get at 2.33900 before the trade will turn to an open trade. So it's already open now with a little bit profit, which is very, very minor. I don't care. So now let me explain some aspect, return of investment. This place, some of those stuffs you see us we post, this is called return of investment. So whenever you want to share your return of investment, all you have to do is click on this place, share. You see something like Pantop. My entry was what? 2.3390. My mark price at the current price was 2.34268, which is very interesting anyway. Then we come back. It doesn't matter, you can come back and see a loss, or you can see the coin dumping on you. I've shown you guys, if you want to close this trade totally, you don't want to be in this trade any longer, all you have to do is to click here. Click here, the trade will close. Then, if you click here, for example, you will pick either the percentage of the trade you want to close. Let's say, for example, I'm not going to close this trade. Let's click close. You can choose 100, 75%, 50%. You can choose to enter the amount by yourself. Let's say I want to close 2 pieces of this coin, or let's say 5 pieces of this coin. At the current price of 55 of this coin, you see I'm making a little profit from it. From the 500, it's now 493 pieces. Then we have what we call the stop loss. You said I've shown you guys. You can adjust this leverage. This return of investment, this one showing 2.68 now. If I adjust my leverage now to 20, you will see it now. The return of investment is now at, okay, this 0.34 now, for example. If I adjust this leverage back to 50, you will see that loss, it will amplify. It will amplify. It's not going to affect my risk. Take note of that. The only thing that will affect my risks, this one, the stuff that will affect my risk now is me closing this, some portion of this. You see, my risk now is 4.49. It's going to decrease if I'm making profit. It's going to increase if I'm losing. 4.49. If I close half of this trade now, 4.49, if I close half of this trade, it should be 2 point something. You can see now the risk is now 2 point something. So this is how to manage your risks. Your return of investment, that number you see there in percent is just affected. If I go to 10x, or let's go to something like 7x now, you will see if I share, it's very, very little. So what actually determines your profit? This stuff here has nothing to do, everything here has nothing to do with my profit. The only 2 things that determines my profit is this here, size of USDT. Forget about it's in USDT, you can change it. That is size of GMT. And the difference between my entry, we call it PIMP. the difference between my entry and my mark price. So my entry was 33900. The current price is 2.3418. So I'm making a positive increase multiplied by the size of this coin. So currently, let's use a calculator for this so you guys will see what I'm trying to explain. We might choose to screenshot this. We might choose to screenshot it. Let's go. Clear. Sorry for that, guys. Let's go for calculator. Where's my calculator? And then I had a screenshot, I guess. Close your eyes, oh. I'm just looking, sure. Okay, here is the screenshot we had before. We made 0.32 cents as our profit. And then our entry was 2.33900. When we screenshotted this stuff, it was 2.34203. 2.34203 minus 2.3900. Are we correct? 24203. Oh, 24. Oh, these are 339. This is 33900. 34, sorry, 34. And this is 3390. 3420. If you see this, this is what? It's going to give us a difference of 0.00303. Multiply this by the size of our coin, which is 248.28. 248.28. 248.28. I think there's a little bit mistake somewhere here. Should be, I'm coming. This phone is always worry. I think I have to give it a price. I know phone is always a different way on its own. You have to bracket it. 2.34203, 2.33, not 33, sorry. So if you look at this place, our profit is 0.7528. The reason why we are seeing stuff like this is when I took the screenshot, or usually it updates. The real profit is this, 0.375. When I took this screenshot, it was trying to update before we took this screenshot. If you look at here now, it doesn't update immediately. It does in seconds. I think after 3 seconds, you see it, 1, 2, 3. It's going to like try to update. It doesn't update immediately when they market, because I'm using what we call mark price. They calculate and then give you, unlike if I was using like the price, or we could do the calculation from here, Sha. 48 now. Or let's use this one I just changed. It's very fucking fast. 3492, 34391. Okay. Let's get back and get so that you guys can get a clear picture of what I'm trying to explain. Let's try to use this one. Let's use it. I'm not sure anyway. If you look at here now, this is 34360. 34360. Here's our calculator. (2.34360) minus 2 points. And then our size of coin is 248. So if you look at this place, this is our profit, 1.14 something. The real reason you can see it's quite a little bit different here when it comes to what the Binance is giving us is because of the lagging ability of the, when you close this trade now, if I should have closed, like if I wanted to close the trade before, my real profit I will see in my last balance is that one. But here now, due to the frustrating market of this stuff, that is why you're not permitted, or it's not good to close a trade with closed position, because if you are seeing 0 point, this is what we call slippage. Slippage. If you are closing this market at the current price now, I won't see exactly 0.61 or 0.51 cent profit. If I close it now, I might be seeing something like 0.7 or even 0.40 something. That is what we call slippage. That is why we use take profit and stop loss to close a trade. That is the best way to close a trade. So remember, when you adjust the leverage, your return of investment will look like you are making huge profit. You can share, I'm already making 6.3. But for me, my 50x here means I'm packing huge coin. I'm going in. It's either all in or all out. I don't care. So we didn't set any stop loss for this stuff. Let's try to set a stop loss. That was we trying to calculate it. So the reason now we couldn't get the same number, it's already closed. That is the work of stop loss. The real number is because of what we call slippage. Before you know what is happening, it already moved forward, and then you see a notification. I think with this, and then here is what we call we almost achieved $10, Sha. I could have closed this trade earlier so that we could achieve $10. Here now is what we call the sell order, the sell position of the order book, and then this is the price position of the order book. The difference between here and here, we give you this price. It's what we call spread or slippage. I don't think there's any other thing I should have taught you guys have not when it comes to future. So to summarize it, you can write this down. This has been explanations. To summarize what I just said now, if you're a newbie, go for isolate. If you're already an intermediate or advanced, go for cross mode. Then under this place, set your leverage to maximum of 5x until you master 5x before you can move up. If you are doing investment, use 1x only. With 1x, let's open a trade with 1x. That is the final thing we're going to do now. You will see I will never have a liquidation if I open the trade with 1x. Wow, this was a 339. This was another pump. This GMT is smart. So just come down and let's say we are trying to open this trade now. If you see, I can only open a little amount of coin with 1x. Just 100 pieces with this my 1x. If you look now, I don't have any liquidation here. When you see dotted lines like this, it means you don't have liquidation. That means I can go to my bed now and enjoy my sleep. Even if people are crying, I won't cry. This happens only when you are going wrong. What do you call it? When you are longing for a position. Let's say we take a shot now. Clear. Can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Yes, you can.
Oh, what happened? My screen stopped sharing. My phone is crazy. Let's say now, for example, I close this position 100%. You can say I don't have liquidation. My margin is becoming crazy. I don't like closing position with closed position. I should have gotten a profit, but I made some little cent off. That is the page I mean. Closing, it's always good to close a position with take profit and stop loss. let's say we open a short now, 100, no, with the 1x. We are trying to experiment something now, 100, 1x short. You will see I have a liquidation, which is very bad. So they believe that if you go long with 1x, you shouldn't have a liquidation. See my liquidation. So if ever this coin comes up to 4.68, I will get what? Liquidated. Stop. So let's close again. And then 100%, let's go long. Ah, shit. Before then, is there another part of this crypto? So let's try to pick for this 552 should open already and I should be on loss. See, I don't have liquidation. My risk, my return of investment, it's very, very, so here now, if someone, I always give respect to people that open 1x. Do you know why? With 1x, if you see 1%, it means they already made 1% of their, let's say like now, for example, $100 I have here, 1% of $100 is $1. If my return of investment goes to 1%, that means I already made $101. If it goes to 1%, if it goes to 10%, that means I've made $10. If it goes to 100%, that means I have doubled this my margin. That means I have made $200. But I can speed up these stops when I buy more coins. When I increase the leverage, once I buy more coins now, you will see that these little moves, even if it is 20x, will give me huge profit or huge loss. So if you want to invest, use 1x. Let's try to go for 2x. Sometimes 2x for some coins, we never get you liquidated. Sometimes, not always. You can see even with my 2x, I don't have liquidation on that long run. So if you are investing on some coins that are still below $3, 2x, 1x will keep you very, very safe. You will once you don't see any liquidation, especially if you're not practicing cross. If you're using isolate, it's fine. If you're using cross, it's also fine. Once you don't see liquidation when you buy a coin, just go and sleep. Do not panic. Even though as an investor, we have future investment investing. People don't know you can invest using future. They always think you can invest with, it's easier to calculate your profits. I have another application I use for my future investment. Usually I use 2x or 1x. It's not Binance, but these are top coins. Here, Binance, I use it for my educations and then for my normal day-to-day trading. Remember, crypto, you have to use different what do you call it, exchanges and wallets to diversify your portfolios too, so that when something happens to Binance, I still have a backup on other exchanges. When something happens to that exchanges, I still have backup on my wallet. If something happens to my transfer, I still have backup on my Clever or TronLink or MetaMask. So that is what we do. And then with this, I think, let's see, sometimes 3x, but I don't encourage you to go, if you're investing, I don't encourage you to go up more than 2x. 3x here now, for example, has no liquidation. 5x we definitely, same 5x, let me refresh. 5x here has no liquidation. Anyway, maybe because I just bought. But look now, if I move my, after you guys will watch this video, you'll see all this trick. If I move my leverage to 1x, and then if I go here to buy more coins, you see I can't buy any more coins because I don't have enough. But if I come here now and adjust this to 3x, if I adjust this to 3x now, it's going to free 73.76 USDT. Automatically, I can buy more of this coin. Can you see now? That's another way to see it. When you adjust leverage, it gives you more opportunity to buy more coins. So if I want to that is what most people don't know why I use 50x. Most of the times I start with 2x. So if I see like there's another coin that is doing good now, bam, what will I do? I will increase my leverage for this one. I will move from 1x or 2, 5x or 10x or 50x. It will free a lot of margin capital for me to open other coins. But under 1x, it's going to take all your profit if you open 100% of it. So with this now, I can decide, is another way to invest. Because I started with 1x and then I'm losing, I can decide now to free, I already freed it, and then I will now reduce my entry to buy more. You can see now my entry has been moved, and I now have 316 pieces of GMT. Take note of when I'm trying to adjust the stop, leverage now, I can't go back to 1x because I don't have enough capital for 1x. Let's try 2x. I still don't have enough capital for 2x. I think the only capital, the capital I have now is good for 3x only. And then my liquidation is now back, even though the risk is very, very little, 2%, which is also good for my health. For GMT to get to 1.54, so it's going to break. There's a strong support that has been accumulating a demand under 2.08 to 2.18. It's going to break it before it's going to get to 1.5. So if you see now, 3x gives me a safer options to trade a crypto market. Please don't jump to 50x, because the more you jump to 50x, the more coin you can buy, the closer your liquidation is. So I think with this, I forgot to show you guys the last aspect of this class. Let's try to close some profit. Let's close 50 and then move our leverage to 2x. I don't like seeing liquidation. Under this 3-dot section, preference is where you set both your one-way mode, H mode. I'm under H mode. It already left the 1.16 and then moved to 46.78 USDT. So that is what the calculator does for you. It helps you to calculate your loss and your take profit. Let's say you are the type that does 2%, 3%, or 5%. You can just, all you have to do is, instead of using this PNL section, use the target price section. You just go to click, and if you just go here, all you have to do is just go here at the target price, enter your entry, and then let's say your entry is as before, 2.3399. Let's say our returning, our target is 20% of our 10. Let's call this 10. 20%. That means our target price should be 2.38. If you want to calculate your liquidation, you enter the entry, you enter the quantity. It will just like before. If we enter 2.3399, quantity 1,000, balance, you will see that if I have 109, it's not even enough for me to open 1,000. So I might go for 50x. You will see that my liquidation will be, if my balance is 109, my liquidation will be 2.25, which is very, very close to 2.399, which is my entry. You use this to the maximum amount you can open for a balance. It's easy. Just enter your entry. Enter 50 or 10. It's going to tell you the maximum amount of a coin you can open. So I think with this, we come to the end of our future. Future is very beautiful. Coin USDT future is the same. There's nothing different. All you have to do is that once you go to coin, you go back to this preference, you change the preference to H mode. You move it to H mode because I moved to coin USD future. If you come back to USDT, there you see they have the same interface now. There's nothing different. The only difference is if you are depositing coin for your future, or if you are depositing USDT. I think with this, we come to the end of our training on this. Oh, I forgot to show you guys. This feature is very complicated and very long stuff. Here now we have the limit order. And you guys see, here we have the limit order. We also have the other orders like the stop limit order. So what do they mean? They all have different meaning. Usually this section is for my premium students. They all have different meanings, but I will try to explain them here. So the first one, which is the limit order. Limit order is an order that you place on the order book with a specific limit price. So what do we mean here? For example, the current price now is, let's use this as the current price. Let's try to screenshot this so that we don't have to come back when the price is moving around. Let's say, for example, now we are under limit order. Oh, I couldn't screenshot it. We're under limit order. The current price here now is this. Let's say 2.334. Let me try to close some of it, 2.35, so that we'll be seeing 2.35 only. Let's say the current price is 2.35, assuming. A limit order now, I can either place a buy limit at 2.34, 2.36. No, it's not going to buy at 2 points. It's going to buy immediately. You can only sell. If I place a sell limit for a sell, normal sell, not short. Under crypto, we have sell. Under future, we have sell, and then we have short. If I place a sell limit, it's going to sell above 2.35, either 2.35 or 2.36. If I place a buy limit, it's possible to place a buy limit below 2.35 at 2.34, 2.32. Then we have what we call the market order. This one is whatever is the current market price of this coin, just buy at the market order. Here is what we call the market order, this one. That is the market order. Then we have the stop market or the stop limit order. Stop limit order is the stop price is simply the price that triggers the limit order. So you should always take note of this. The stop price, when you click on stop limit order, it's going to show you something like 2 boxes. This one, when you click on stop limit, especially when you're under buy stop limit, usually I use sell stop limit. That is what we use for the stop loss. The only thing you have to take note of is that the real sell will happen at the limit box, not at this stop USDT. You have to take note of it. The real sell is going to happen at this limit box. This one, we call it the informant. The stop, we call it the informant. It's like trying to tell, because this is what we call the order book. It's trying to tell the informant, which is this one, if this price drops, let's say we enter 2 points, we are trying to place a stop loss, 2.33. And then the real time we want to sell is 2.331. Here now, this guy here now will tell Binance that if this price now, the current price drops to 2.33, I want you to sell this coin at 2.31. That is the work of stop limit order. So that stop loss you normally enter, and then this number can be 2.33. It doesn't mean you can place it, but you can place it at 2.34. You can place it at 2.33 for the sell, for the close. So 2.33, anything below 2.32, anything you want to place it below. So this, we use this for stop loss, and then stop market order, which is this one here. You can see we still have stop market order. It's similar to stop limit order. Instead of it having two boxes here, it just uses that stop price. So usually most people go for this stop market order. It uses the stop price as the trigger. So however, when the stop price reach, it triggers the market order instead. Then you can see we have stop limit and then we have stop market. They are the same thing, just that here we don't have two boxes, we only have one box. So once it gets to that box, it triggers immediately. The trailing stop loss, this one now, it's quite something I should not explain in this video because it's quite complicated for the normal, especially for the new student who have not practiced future. This one helps you to lock profit while limiting the potential loss on your open position. First, you have to have what? Open position, and then it helps you to what? If, for example, then we were making, I could have used it when we are making $2 or $5, remember then? We could have easily locked a position. Let's see if we are making a profit already, if we're making profit from GMT. Okay, GMT, for example. Now, 100% of, if we want to close 100%, we have, you can see my maximum percent is 159. Here now, my maximum open is also 159. It's going back to loss. So what is the callback? This callback should be in percentage. If it drops below, let's say if it drops below 2%, these are 3%, 4%, 5%, 6. Like this is 1.1%. These are usually in percentage. If the callback, we can say 1%, 2%. If it drops below 2%, this shit should activate. It should either sell with last price or mark price. I like using mark price, 100%. And then here, let me explain the activation price. This activation price is the price that triggers the trailing stop order. And then if you don't, it's not a must to specify this. If you don't specify this activation price, this will default to the current last price or the mark price when you place this stop loss. So we can actually place a close trade now. Here now it's trying to tell us that the quantity is less than the activation. We could enter like something like this, 100. Let's enter like 10%. Usually, I think it's maximum of 5%. It's usually a maximum of 5%. And then order will be triggered immediately because, let me see. Okay, 5.0, let's see. It's telling me the order will be triggered immediately. I don't care. It's none of your business. Oh, my. So if you look now, I'll place like a trailing stop loss, but here now, it has to go above this trailing stop loss, which is usually very useless. We only use this trailing stop loss when you have profit already. That is when it's good. But if you set a trade immediately, don't use trailing stop loss. Use your normal stop loss. Just click here. And the good thing is you can always set the normal stop loss irrespective of 2.34, 2.34. 0.33. How much am I losing? Okay. Even though I have trailing stop loss here, I can always still place my normal stop loss. It doesn't matter. So it's question time. Come on, bring on your questions. I've been doing the talking. I'm tired already. I have to drink water. Just unmute yourselves and then unmute yourselves and ask questions. We are done with class today. So usually this aspect is free. It's not just using future is the problem. Can you make profit from using future? That is the most difficult aspect of future, which most people can't attain. I can show you guys how liquidation looks like. If you want to see how liquidation looks like, adjust. Let me show you guys how confirm 50x. The minimum amount I need to open this trade now is 3.8 USDT. So all I have to do now is go to spot, click on transfer. I'm trying to show you guys how liquidation funding spot to USDT. Maximum 106.792. Relax. This is why, so it won't allow me to move out. You see my risk is very huge now, very, very huge risk. 40%. And my liquidation is very, very close. I can even still buy more coins. It's beautiful, you know. Oh, it's trading stop loss. Let's see if I can get more coins. So our liquidation will be beautiful. Usually liquidation doesn't happen easily, but this is GMT for you.
Hi, Leader Kelvin. There is a question on the inbox.
Oh, you can unmute yourselves, guys, if you want to send a question in. I'm coming. Am I recording this Zoom?
Yes, you are recording.
Yes. For 1x, does it apply only for, let me share the question. Where is it? For 1x, does it only apply to long position for 8.5 days, zero liquidation? Yes. You saw us do it here. Once you open a short 1x, you automatically have a liquidation. But Binance, themselves, they believe any coin they list on Binance cannot go to zero, no matter how, which is true. Top coins, Bitcoins, even if everybody is dumping Bitcoin today, Bitcoin can never get back to zero. Even if China, US, UK bans Bitcoin today, there are some wallets holding Bitcoin. Bitcoin can never go to zero. So that is why if you go long, you will have no liquidation with 1x. So you can also practice with using 1x. So that once the market goes against you, you will know that, yeah, I still have the opportunity to increase my leverage and then buy more coin. Do you get it? I think we are close to our liquidation. Oh, our liquidation is quite very fast. I thought we are close already. I wanted to show you guys how liquidation looks like. If you're not good at entry, you can choose to be dropping only $3 into your future, transferring only $3 into your future account, and then you open everything. So automatically your stop loss now is what, $3. For example, here I left $3. Is it 3 or what? Yeah, $3.8. So here now, I can decide to leave my trade like this. So if I get up and see a liquidation, that means I had a wrong entry. I can get up and see. If I want to buy more coins now, I have to. If let's say I want to buy 1,000 pieces of this coin, I have to like deposit at least like, let's say 12 USDT more or 15 USDT more. Any other question? Bring up your questions, guys. It doesn't have to be future. Bring up your questions in other aspects of crypto. Let's discuss. Go, guys, go.
All right, boss. Well done for all you have been doing since. I really, I can say this is the best thing that I've ever happened since I joined this your group since last year. I started. Please, we reach like how many years for someone, how many years or months for someone to be a profitable trader? It will be like how many months or how many years? Or you, sorry to ask you, you have been in this game for how many years? Sorry to ask you.
In crypto trading, is it crypto trading or crypto investment?
In crypto trading, I don't invest. I don't.
Investment, I've been here for more than 8 years. For trading, I've been here for 3 to 4 years now. That was, wait, let me calculate it. That was around 2017, October, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. So I'm going, what? It's my 5th year now. What? Should I tell you guys my secret? When I started trading, crypto was not as clear as it is now, because then I was using Forex. I was doing all this currency trading. Crypto was volatile, yes. We know crypto was volatile, but we never knew that the best way to enter a crypto is on the support, unlike future, that you need a confirmation, you need this, once you see this. On crypto, when it comes to crypto, you might see those confirmation and Bitcoin is going against the whole market. That is how everything was done. It took me more than 1 year. I think there was a loss I did that made me to start an academy. That I said, people are not going, if once you pass through me, you are not meant to have this kind of loss any longer in your life. Because there are things I teach here. I've gone through many crypto websites, like a lot of them. Let me try it. Let me make my second account host. I've gone through many crypto sites. Wait, where is it? Here, we have a lot of crypto academy. Crypto academies. There are a lot of them, except Binance. Binance is the only one free. Let me show you guys what you don't know. There are quite a lot of topics in crypto. For example, this is a crypto academy now. We have others that their names are not crypto academy. Look at here now, you can see this is an additional blah, blah, blah they offer. They will tell you to enroll for free, which is not free. They have price option. This is just to get your email marketing. It's just a marketing option. And then they don't have like, this looks like an uncompleted website. Like 2022. Let's use this one. So share start here. For example, okay. Oh, this is their curriculum. This is just what they teach. Workshop, live discussion group, assignment. This is just their curriculum compared to the way these are just free ways to show you what they will teach you, which is not like what you will learn. And most of them are like, I've tried to sign up on a lot so that I will advance my knowledge. You will see, this is his curriculum. They don't actually teach much. Look at here now. Bitcoin, how it works. This is introduction to Bitcoin. Understanding the market, supply and demand, buy and sell, store your Bitcoin. This guy now is just teaching people how to buy Bitcoin. Everything here has to do with Bitcoin. He's not like into crypto, like really. And then once you want to start, they actually have price, but they hide it because their price is so expensive. That is what you guys don't know. For example, it's going to cost you close to sometimes $1,000. I've told you it's going to get you see, look at his price. They are hiding it for a reason. Look at his price, 1,250 USDT. Most of those sites you see that do not give you price is because they know that they want to speak to you. They are good at marketing. They are not good at what they do, but they are good at marketing. It's a different case. It's just like Apple. People comparing Samsung and Apple. I've used both phones. When my Apple screen broke, it took it like 2 months for my whole Apple screen to shatter. But same price of Samsung phone I'm using for the same Apple, for the new one, it took it fucking 3 years for my first screen to shatter. Yes, they have the best camera, but they don't have the best quality when it comes to other things I'm looking for. When I'm looking for how the speed, ability to process stuff without hanging. But Apple has a good marketing team. If you look at this guy now, he's doing his training for 1,250 USDT. I tried signing up one of them. And then this one now is doing his training pay course. So each course they have other courses. So each course is just a little discussion on it. So it's not like you are discussing. This is a PDF now. I think I won't sign up with all this stuff. That is where I got a lot of PDFs for my premium students. I signed up a lot of these stuffs. Crash course for beginners. So these are like, they try to just, this is not even technical analysis. So, and if you convert this in Naira already, it's like 13,000, it's like close to 15,000 Naira just to learn this feature. I taught you guys now for free, how to long, I've showed you guys how to long, what is liquidation, we already showed you guys. I don't know if we already know we have not been liquidated from the other trade we are open. What is liquidation? This just common feature, this few free stuff now, you're going to pay. Most of these guys, they know the knowledge is huge in demand. I'll say if you want to join premium, it's going to be, see this one, Premium Academy, 750. I'm doing a promo because I believe quality knowledge, I'm among the free speech people. I'm supporting Aaron Box if you don't know. I believe that quality information should be accessible by everyone at the cheapest price. All these stuffs I open now, usually sometimes what I do is I go through this site because I have the money already. I just have to do 2 or 3 trades. I will just go to them, buy up their PDF, most of the times video. I buy them up and then compile them to make our own quality information for you guys to consume. I believe that quality information should be accessible by everyone. So we are doing a promo now. It's an Easter promo for the newbies here. To join us, what we did now is not technical analysis. Technical analysis answers the question, when should I buy this coin? Why should I buy this coin? And how should I? If you get this right, believe me, you will make huge profit just like me. What we did here, and then currently we're creating a website. This is our website, Crypto Curves. Even though we are halfway, we are not done yet, but we still try to educate people through what we have here already. We have free courses for the general public. We start publishing that next week. And then we have our trading course. And then it's one-time payment. This is it, Crypto Curves. This is our courses. This is the trading course, the one I'm giving you guys for only $50. For those who is going to join this Easter, just $50, you will join our technical analysis class. I'm giving 150% discount. Then we have our future investment plan. I've not set the price. It's free here, but it's not free. Our investment price now currently is $500. It's a one-time payment. Other sites do subscription. I don't like subscription. It takes people time to learn, so there's no need making them to pay where they haven't. Let's say they are still new and they haven't learned something, and you make them to pay, and then you ask them to pay again, ask them to pay again. No, I like when people pay so that they will take their time to. I'm a programmer. I'm the one programming this site. I'm the one designing it. So it will only cost me hosting and domain name. I did almost everything for myself, and then the other premium features. So when you click on this course, for example, this is what we offer. We'll show you our curriculum. I'm already signed in, so you might, when you get back, you might not be seeing things like this. This is our curriculum. This is what the course is. We haven't like defined here very well, but I already made the curriculum. So this is first thing you see is welcome to Crypto Academy, fundamentals of trading, how to buy and sell through Binance P2P. These are for just introduction, fundamentals of, you have to take note of this. You have to watch these two. And then we have our technical analysis course platform, market structure, candlestick anatomy, support and resistance, trend lines, technical analysis for Fibonacci and future trading, the one I just discussed today. Daily analysis setup for a day trader. Now you begin your practical aspect. Trading with indicators, pattern recognitions, entries. At this point now, once any of the student that gets to here now will have one-on-one class with me. He's going to have he's going to have 1 to 5 sections with me. It depends on how fast the person is going. He's going to pick a signal. I'm going to enter the signal. And I'll make sure, he will make sure I don't lose. At this point, I'm expecting you to be close to a pro. Then psychological training, we have not added, we should add more courses below here. We have psychological training of fear, how to overcome fear, how to overcome greed, how to overcome fear of missing out. Then we have other emotions. We will train you here, like entries. We would also train entries, the motions of entries here, and then how to pick a coin. And then this is our trading PDF. Under here, if you're a premium student already, you can access over 30 PDF from different sources. So if anything gets confused to you, their names are there. You can just click on it and then get the PDF. The site, once it's ready, I'm gonna let you guys know. For now, it's not yet ready, but we do our training for the students based on what we have here. So do you guys have any other question? Dr. Agum, how to use the future calculator? I'm going to upload this. I've already explained it. I'm going to upload the video. You're going to watch it. It's on the 3 dot side of your, click on 3 dots. Then you click on those calculator. You can just enter the amount. I'm going to upload this video so that you're going to watch it. I'll make sure I upload it tomorrow, even though tomorrow is Easter. It's already Easter here. Jesus has risen, if you guys don't know. So any other question? No other questions. Look at this place now. You can see how clean my analysis is. I analyzed this stuff before our market. Here was a good entry. If I try to zoom, you will see this was like a spinning top here. Here like this already is a good entry. Here, profit will be here. And then